Welcome back. In this session, we're going to discuss chord progressions. Now, chord progressions are very simple to understand. It's basically the chords that make up a song, okay? So you can have any combination of chords, but they usually work well together when you stick to the chords that belong to a key. So the key, of course, is whatever key that your song is in. So let's take the key of A. So if we're in the key of A, we want to write a song in the key of A, we have certain chords that work really, really well together. And that would be the A major, okay, B minor, C sharp minor, D, E major, and F sharp minor, okay? We also have G sharp diminished, but that G sharp diminished is something like that, okay? It resolves to A, but do I ever use it? No, I definitely never use the diminished chords in writing, and you'll find that in pop music, it just doesn't happen, right? So it could happen as a coloration or in passing. You know, you could go in passing from G sharp to A. It resolves very nicely from G sharp to A. You could go in passing, but the fact of the matter is that you're not gonna use this, okay? To resolve to A. You're not gonna do it. The diminished is just not really used in pop anyway. Pop, rock, okay? So we're not gonna worry about that right now. What we're gonna worry about though is the other chords, which all sound incredible when played in any combination. So let's have a look at that. We have A major, right? We said A major, B minor, C sharp minor, D, E major, and F sharp minor, and back to A, okay? We're not gonna worry about the G sharp diminished, okay? So, and that's basically it, guys. And so whatever combination you put these in, usually they'll sound pretty good, okay? So if we tried something like A major, and then we can go A major, D, okay? Something like that, very simple. Or what if we went with the actual order of these? I like that. C sharp minor, D major, and back to A. And then for a bridge, you could go to like F sharp minor, and D, back to A, E major, might sound familiar to you. There's plenty of songs written with this progression, for sure. Back to A. So that is an example of a chord progression in the key of A. And you can pick any key to start from, whether it's a major or a minor, and you're gonna have a set of chords and notes, the notes corresponding to the chords, that work really, really well within that key. Now that doesn't mean that you can't go outside of the key. You definitely can. There are no rules. There are some rules, but you can definitely go outside of the key, and many interesting songs have been written that way. So that's definitely not something that you shouldn't explore, okay? But if we were to go from, that was A major, and if we were to go to the key of A minor, we'd have a different set of chords to work with. So the major and the minor have a different set of notes and chords associated with those notes. So in the key of A minor, we have the scale of A minor, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, back to A, okay? Okay, where in A major we had, okay, that was the major, happier. The minor is sadder, okay? So in the key of A minor, we have the chords that go along with those notes. So we have A minor, B diminished, okay? So we have this diminished situation, which again, you know, usually I use it like this. This is how I use it to be diminished. When I'm in the key of A minor, this is the way that I use it. It's nice, it resolves really nicely. You probably heard it, right? You've heard of this. You've probably heard of this in a million songs. In passing. That's the B diminished though. It's supposed to be, right? This craziness, right? Okay, we're not gonna worry about that. But we have A minor, skip the B diminished, C major, D minor, E minor, which is really nice, F major, G major, and back to A minor, okay? So A minor, C major, D minor, E minor, F major, and G major, okay? And back to A minor. So a completely different set of chords when we're dealing with A minor or A major. And all you need to know is basically what those chords are. And you can find them anywhere. It's too easy now with the internet. You know, we're showing them over here, but you can find these anywhere. It's not a problem. What we're interested in is understanding, first of all, what those notes and chords corresponding to the notes are, but more importantly is the progressions that can be developed with these chords and how staying within that key and staying within those chords, you can come up with some really interesting stuff. Okay, so in A minor, what can we come up with using those chords that are within the key to see what kind of progression we can come up with, okay? A minor, D minor, F major. I'm just picking them at random now. G, D minor, F major, and G major, okay? And then where? We could go maybe E minor, F major, no, let's go E minor, F major, then we'll go, no, let's see, yeah, okay, there we go. So we'll pick, that sounds nice, for a bridge. For a bridge, we'll go with E minor, F major, C major, G, E minor, not bad, C major, and we'll go back to A minor. D minor, F major, G major. So it doesn't really matter. Just an example to show you that you can muck around and play with these chords, different variations, back and forth, whichever way you want. Some will sound better than others. You know, I always love this one. You know, I love that. Or backwards, going from C to A minor. Plenty of songs written with that progression, okay? Probably sounds familiar to you. So all of these progressions sound familiar, and these probably do as well, and the reason is because they've been used in countless songs, okay? We all use the same progressions, and there's only 7 per key, okay? So, you know, they're gonna sound familiar. Like there's progressions that have been written, songs that have been written with the same progression over and over and over again, Nobody knows the difference, and it doesn't really matter, because what does matter is the melodic line on top of it, which is our main focus, of course. That's the number one focus in songwriting, is the melodic line. And that's why it's the main focus, because the chord progressions, the foundation is very similar throughout so many songs. It's very, very similar. The same songs use the same progressions over and over and over. So that doesn't matter, especially in production, when you start producing it and you start arranging it and orchestrating, and it's a non-issue, right? It doesn't really matter. It's just like beats. The beats are all the same, more or less, we all use the same beats. Don't matter. What matters is what's sitting on top of this foundation. That's what matters, and that is the melodic line. And that we're gonna get into really deeply. But first, we gotta get our foundation right. So this is the whole point of this exercise here, okay? We gotta get this right, and we gotta get a good understanding of the keys, the different progressions within the keys, and the notes that comprise those progressions. So that's really, really important, because again, with the melodic line, you'll see in future lessons, but you'll see as we cover it, that the notes of each scale are really what we're going to be playing with the melodic line. Okay, we're going to be manipulating that and changing it, okay, with the different techniques that we're going to use to write a song. So that's the really exciting part. But the main thing that I want to get across here is the idea of using chord progressions and using them in a way that you can actually create songs with them, of course, and that is the whole objective here. So in the next lesson, we're actually going to dive deeper into using a chord progression and getting an idea, a melodic line on top of that chord progression, okay? Because that is the objective here, right? To write a song, okay? Not a chord progression, all right? Any software can do that for you. Anybody can do that. That's the easiest thing to do. It's not about that. It's about understanding our boundaries, understanding what we can work with, and then taking that and writing a song by developing a melodic line. So that is our focus. In the next lesson, we're going to dive deeper into chord progressions and combine it with melody. All right? See you there.